Hey guys, welcome back. 1776 or bust. So I'm going to be doing a video today to kind of reinforce why I've chosen to get TruGlo Tritium Pros for all of my CZ75 type handguns. Now, it started off a while ago. I actually wound up getting some Tritium Pros on this guy right here, which is my P01. Fantastic gun, by the way, if you don't have one. And the Tritium Pros are pretty cool. You know, they're pretty cool because they have a lot of good qualities to them. And I think what makes them so popular with a lot of gun people is the fact that they come with the tritium and also the fiber optics. So you have the best of both worlds. However, one of the downsides that I've seen from this, as opposed to some other sites, is the fact that the tritium never seemed to be that bright. And again, I don't know if it's just the set that I have, but they just never seem to glow as bright as other models. Now, I don't know if that's, again, is because they're doing double duty or not, but certainly it is something that I've noticed. Now, during the daytime, they are extremely bright because that green fiber optic pipe inside in the front and both rears is just great, and it shows up very well. But again, the nighttime is a little iffy for me. Again, it's to each their own, but that's something that I noticed with this particular model. Then not too long ago, TruGlo actually came out with something called the Tritium Pros. Their initial venture into the market with those was just a white front with two blacked out rears that had basically some tritium vials inside. So you didn't really see the rear sight come up to your eye level when you brought it up, but the front sight, which was a big white golf ball almost, that one showed up very well. Now, it reminded me a lot of the XS type sights, but again, not the same setup because it's a three dot setup, but just having that white golf ball in front of your eye did show up quite a bit. But to be honest with you, as I've gotten older, my eyes have gotten older, as you can see right here. But more importantly, I like to have something bright up front. That's been something that I've always wanted, whether it's been the yellows or the oranges, just something a little bit brighter so that I can catch it very, very clearly. So they then came out with the Tritium Pros in orange. And I did a video on this gun right here when I first got them in. And this is my Phantom. Love this gun, by the way. And this actually has Tritium Pros on them in orange. So I'll show you a quick picture so you guys can see it. But at the same time, what I did notice with this was that as soon as I brought it up to my eye level, it is extremely easy to catch in your eye. The orange is extremely bright. Unlike the TFX Pro, which even that orange ring around them, it's a very thin ring where this is more like a golf ball, very similar to, again, that type of XS sight or the original white Tritium Pro that they came out with. The tritium in both of the front and rear glow extremely bright, so there is no issue with that. And more importantly, the front is actually brighter than the rear, or at least that's what I'm detecting with my eye. So because I had some very good luck with that, I wound up getting a set for the P01 Green, which is, again, one of my favorite handguns. I love the P01 series, guys. I can't complain. They're just so good. And in regards to this one, as soon as I put this on, I went right from the stock sights to this directly, and I said, this is the best sight for this gun because it's quality, it shows up really well, and more importantly, it's affordable, which we'll get into in a second. So I wound up getting another set, and this is for my last P01, which is my Urban Gray. The Urban Grays came with these, heightened suppressor sights. Again, remember, this came with a threaded barrel. However, I actually had to reduce the barrel and then have it recrowned because in New York State, everybody, apparently threaded barrels are very frightening for a lot of people. So as a result, you can't have them. So that's what I wound up doing with this gun. And it didn't make sense anymore to have elevated sights. So it took some time. I wound up getting a new set of these Tritium Pros, and I couldn't be any happier. The sights, again, show up very clearly with that orange front, especially in the daylight. So I don't necessarily know if you need those fiber optics per se. But again, it's going to be to whoever is going to buy them. This is just my opinion. But what I did notice is in the bright lights, it is perfect. When you're getting a little bit more of that sunset, almost that dusky look outside, these still show up quite bright. And then more importantly, when the lights go out, the tritium is extremely bright. So the most important factor in all this, besides the good quality engineering, the good construction, that fortress finish on there, again, I'm not sure what that is, but I will tell you that taking a punch to these, I have not marred any of the sights, which is very good. So I can't complain about the finish on these as well. But more importantly, one of the things that I would always say stands out amongst other sights is the affordability factor. These sights, if you look, and you have to look, guys, you can't ask me where I found them because where I may have found them today, you might not find them tomorrow. You have to look around, check every site, Amazon, eBay, this site, that site, and try to find the cheapest ones you can find. If you're looking for the white ones, you can probably find those for about 65 to 70 bucks. And that's for a 3-dot sight setup, all tritium vials. And it's very clear when you put it up to your eye level how well these actually show up. But if you choose to go with the orange, you can find those anywhere from about, I'd say about $75 to about $90. The CZs tend to run a little bit higher. I have found these for about $90 on average. And again, do I think that's a good affordable price? Absolutely. Do I think it's something that if a P01 owner wants a good set of sights, they should definitely hook up with? Absolutely, guys. I can't recommend them enough. So I'd like to hear what you guys have to say. Leave those comments down below. Hopefully this video convinces some of you out there that this may be the sight that you want to look at, especially if you own a CZ75 model or like a smaller version of P01. Unfortunately, again, they don't come with PCRs based on the dovetail being a little further up on that PCR, but I definitely think that's something they can improve on. Hopefully they will put those out soon enough because I do have a PCR that could use these as well. So again, leave those comments down below. Thumbs up. Hopefully you guys subscribe. But I hope you guys are being safe. I hope soon you guys will be all back to work and everything will be fine. But more importantly, take this time, be with your loved ones, have some fun with them, reconnect with everybody. And I hope you guys, again, stay safe. And as always, freedom is never free.